your girl, Rita, and I'm back, ready to film another video for you all. So, here is my first attempt at a drag makeup look. I'm excited because I've never done anything like this. And yeah, I'm also gonna be answering a couple questions I got from a few of my beauties on you no on Instagram. Um, yeah, like we're just gonna get right into it. Um, I was gonna glue my eyebrows up because I was like, what's a drag look without gluing your eyebrows? But in reality, I don't have a lot of forehead space, so where would I even draw them at? Like, literally, my baby hairs on this wig come down to like right here. So where the heck? I wouldn't see. That's the stuff I be dealing with. I wouldn't even know where to like, you know, where to even draw my baby. I mean, draw my eyebrows up. So for the first attempt, I'm not going to. Sorry, I'm not going to draw or glue them and redraw them. Maybe another time if I figure this eyebrow space stuff out, because I really don't have a lot. But I am going to make my eyebrows very short. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do first. If I wanted to do it like I usually do my makeup, or I don't know. Let's just get into it. Like I usually do my eyebrows. But I'm just gonna make them, well, I don't wanna make them too dark because my hair is blonde. But I definitely wanna make them very sharp and just, like bam. Which I don't do too much of now. Well, actually, since I don't think I'm doing anything like glittering, I'm gonna go ahead and do my whole face. I'm going to color correct, which I haven't done in like forever. If I still have color corrector left. I know I should have bought another one. You ever do that where you like, no, I don't use it that often. Ain't no point in buying a new one. And wow, you need it. Don't have it. Because you didn't buy a new one. Story of my life, guys. I literally dragged the orange like all over my face. Just to cancel out anything that needed to be canceled out. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Milani Concealer 2-in-1 foundation. We're just going to, get a little heavy-handed with it because we want that nice full coverage. Full coverage, please. I had to switch it because it was getting irritating. Yeah. What is my favorite thing about makeup? Um, it would probably have to be just my way of expressing myself. Like, I really consider makeup as my form of art. Like, this is how I express myself. I know, like, I used to use it as my getaway. Like, if I was upset or whatever, I used to just, sit on the floor or wherever, or at my makeup station, or like, it really didn't matter. Anywhere. I would just sit down, think, and do my makeup. And, like, the longer I sit, the more artistic I would get. Like, different colors I would use, like, maybe colors outside of my norm. I would just put random stuff together. Like, I loved it. Like, and I feel like I don't do it too much now anymore, just because I don't know. I just don't. I don't do it too much. Like, I guess I kind of like just got away from it. There's nothing like, oh, I hate makeup. Like, no, nothing like that. It was just, I just got away from it. So now I'm baking under my eyes with, what is this stuff called? I use it all the time. My aspirin. That is what I'm baking with, and I'm spilling it everywhere. This is, like, don't get me wrong, this stuff is, it's nice and it smells good, but it's so messy. Like, so messy. But yeah, that is my favorite. That is my favorite thing about makeup. Is just a way of expressing yourself and a way of growing and getting better. Cause like now I can look at old pictures of me when I first started getting into like makeup, and I see them now and I'm just like, wow, like I grew a lot, like a lot, and I'm really proud of myself because I didn't have someone to sit down and teach me and this is this and this is that. Like, I grew up, a lot of people that know me know I grew up with my grandmother, and she wasn't big into like wearing makeup and stuff like that. Like, she's very naturally beautiful, um, and she just didn't wear a lot of makeup. So like as I got older or more experienced in makeup and everything, I was actually the one, showing her, hey, yeah, this is how you do this. This is something new you might not have known. She still doesn't wear a lot of makeup because she doesn't need it. Not saying that, people that wear a lot of makeup need it, because nobody needs makeup. Like, they're beautiful the way they are, but that's just wasn't her. Like, she put some on, but she doesn't go like, all over the top like I do. All right, I'm cream contouring, which is something I never do. I'm placing it a little bit higher than where I normally do. What is my number one must-have makeup item? I don't know. I feel like everything works together. Um, if chapstick was a makeup, it would be chapstick. But maybe I don't think I have a number one like makeup item. Like, the only thing that I can wear on its own is probably eyelashes, and I really don't consider eyelashes makeup. But if that was an answer, for me it would be eyelashes. Next question. What is the hardest part for me about being a lesbian? Well, let's just jump right in the water, guys. Like, just kidding. The hardest part for me being gay or lesbian is or was having to explain myself. Like, you know, people aren't people, straight people don't have to explain themselves. You know what I mean? Like you have to come out to your family members, your friends, like, and honestly, you never stop because I get approached every day and have to tell somebody that I'm gay. Well, I don't have to tell them, but I come out. Like you basically come out every day. Like every time somebody finds out you're gay or they ask you about your relationship status, your sexual preference, anything that refers to that. Like I'm married now, so when people automatically think that I'm married to a man, like that is a miniature way of coming out. Be having to correct them and be like, actually, I'm married to a woman, or actually, it's my wife, or like, it's just things like that. Like, never having the opportunity to stop, just correcting people, telling your story, or you know, just always having to come out like to people when you really don't. I mean, you don't have to, but it's almost like a never ending thing. Like, yeah, you get through like the hardest part, which is like the people that are closest to you, your loved ones, your family, people like that, but it's a never ending thing to me. So maybe that might have been my hardest part of being a lesbian, is definitely the coming out part. My family took it very well. I was nervous at first, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because of the way um, some of them viewed gay people. Like I was always that person that a lot of people never knew was gonna be gay, or they might have had their suspicions, but I was always like, oh no, like more so like I guess trying to cover it up. You know what I mean? Like really boy crazy, da da da. When you really aren't boy crazy, like that type of thing. And like so, some people never kind of expected it. So when hearing them talk about gay people like around me, like it just made me kind of nervous about. I'm gonna have to tell them one day that, you know, I'm a lesbian, like I'm the same sex. So that was another like challenge. But I feel like all of this is like within yourself. So I feel like the hardest part about being gay is yes, coming out, but also like overcoming like yourself and like because you automatically like think, okay, how are they going to react to this? How are they going to take this? And like you never know. So that's what kind of makes it hard because you don't know how somebody else is going to take it. You don't know how they're going to feel. And it could be like somebody that, you know, you love, you're close to. Like, I don't know how many times I've heard or dated people that if they ever told their families they were gay, they don't even know what would have happened. Like, I know people right now that are still hiding in the closet, that are scared to tell their peers or their families or whatever because they still don't know. In this day and age, in 2018, where, you know, you don't even get shocked anymore. because so many people are coming out, or they're bisexual, or they're gay, that it's not even a shock anymore. Like, they're still afraid to tell their families because, you know, sometimes it's easier when it's somebody else. It's easier when it's somebody else's daughter. It's easier when it's somebody else's son, somebody else's cousin, uncle, whatever. But when it's your own, they don't know how to deal with it. Like, some people don't understand or don't imagine dealing with something until it hits home. And it's it's sad, like, to know people, or to, you know, have friends, have past um past exes that um to this day aren't fully out because of, you know, what they could possibly face at home. So, and my heart always goes out to, you know, people growing up, because it's still not easy. Yes, it's more, it's not even, I can't even say normal, but it's more seen of, it's more heard of, but like, my heart still goes out to people every day, especially in the LGBTQ community, because everybody fights their own battle. There are still teenage kids getting kicked out of home because they are, you know, expressing their sexuality. There's still kids every day that are getting picked on because they, you know, they're gay, they're lesbian, they're transgender. Like, yeah, it's more common now, but it's still not normal to some people. Um, I fear, you know, just not even being gay. It's just like, even me and being married and wanting to have a family one day, there's people that are going to look down on us because we're gay and they think we're going to raise gay children. Like, or, um, you know, my kids being picked on because they have two mommies. Or, you know, maybe backlash about my wife because she wants to have a baby one day and she's supposed to be seen as the dominant role. But people fail to realize, at the end of the day, my wife is still a woman. Like, yes, she may dress masculine, she may dress, you know, more dominant or more manly than I do, but guess what? At the end of the day, she is still a woman. And I can't. Like, and it's even in the LGBTQ community where people will talk about a dominant female or a stud or whatever you want to call them having a child. Like, they're not a woman too. So it's a lot. Every day poses a different challenge or a new challenge. Um, I can just, all I can do is just wish and pray and hope that things get better over time. Because real honestly, that's all you can do. Is just hope for the best. Because in this day and age, what can you do? What can you do? You just gotta live each day. I hope for the best. That's really all I do. Live each day and hope for the best. Next question. It's on my phone, that's why I keep looking down. Um, how old am I? I am now 23. My birthday was June 17th, you know, in Gemini season. Turn up, turn up. So, yeah, 23. Opening my 23rd chapter of life. What's my sign? I kind of just answered that. I'm a Gemini. Gemini. Um, what does Pride Month mean to me? Pride Month means to me, first thing, it's not all about the LGBTQ community. To me, pride means being you, being yourself. Even if you're heterosexual, just being yourself, being you, being the best version of yourself. Like, that's really what it means to me. It also means to me a celebration and people, you know, coming together, um, especially in the LGBTQ community. Just people supporting others and happiness. Like, that's what Pride Month means to me. And I'm like honored because my birthday's like, I don't want to say smack dab in the middle because it's not, but you know, it's almost. It's the 17th. Like, my birthday's like dead ass in the middle of Pride Month, so it's just like, I don't know, but it means a lot to me. Like, just celebrating life and each other. That's what it means to me. Y'all let me know what Pride Month means to y'all in the comments below. Like, that's a really good question. What does Pride Month mean to y'all? What is some advice I would give makeup newbies or people new to the makeup world? Definitely be yourself. And don't think that you have to buy the most expensive thing for it to look like, you know, amazing. Because just like I was like, I don't like the Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow pomade, whatever. I like the NYX. Like, that's one of my favorites. And the ELF. Those are two of my favorites. And the ELF one retails probably around anywhere from $3 to $6. And the, what's the other one? The NYX Tame and Frame, that one retails probably around, I want to say $8. As opposed to the Anastasia Beverly Hills, that is a good like $18. So don't think that you have to break the bank just to be flawless. And also, just because you buy the most expensive makeup doesn't mean it's going to apply and look like the makeup artist at the store. Like, just because you buy the most expensive thing doesn't mean it's magically going to, you know, apply itself. Like, just like you can make drugstore makeup look like it's expensive, you can make expensive makeup look like, you know, it's not expensive, or make it not look good. Also, practice. Practice is everything. You don't, I wouldn't start off doing makeup thinking you're just going to be amazing at it. Unless, you know, you're gifted. It happens, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can't be gifted. I'm not saying that you can't be good for your first time. What I'm saying is don't think everything is going to be perfect the first time around, and if it's not, then you quit. That is I'm not I don't I don't know. I'm trying to get my words together and I can't. It's not going to be perfect. And it's all a matter of practicing. Like, if y'all knew me years from now, I couldn't even do this. Like, a cut crease, I thought was like the hardest thing known to mankind. Now I do them all the time. Like, just keep practicing. Makeup does not have to break the bank. And make sure you practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you can't get something down, keep practicing. Look at other people do it. Learn from other people. Because maybe just the way that one person is showing you, you just might not, you know, get it. But there's so many people like on YouTube now showing how to do this, that, and the third. Like you can see. You can find like multiple videos of like the same thing. Just take advantage of all of them and find out what works best for you. What works best for you may not work the same for me. And it just might not be my way of doing things. Like a lot of people do their whole face and do their eyeshadow like I'm doing now. On a regular makeup day, I would never do this because that doesn't work for me. What works for me is doing my eyeshadow first and then doing my whole face because I know my eyeshadow takes the longest. For the sake of this video, I'm doing it this way, but y'all already know. On my other videos, I'll never do my makeup like this. It's always, you know, the other way around. But, you know, be open to trying new things. You never know. Like, I could have tried this for the first time today and actually, like, love the way this is. And maybe I want to start doing my makeup like this all the time. Like, I mean, not drag, but, you know, doing my eyeshadow first. Like, you never know. So definitely play around. Figure out what works best for you, and know that everybody's not the same when it comes to makeup. So products that I may like may not work for you. Definitely learn your skin type. I cannot stress that enough because it will save you so much time when you're looking for products. Because if you know what your skin type is, you're already going to know that if you're dry, mattifying products probably aren't going to be the best for you. They're just going to make your face feel so much drier than what it is. If you're oily, you would probably stay away from, you know, what are those products called? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You'd probably stay away from like dewy products or products that moisturize or add oil because, you know, you already get enough oil. You get enough oil for the whole everybody. So definitely learn your skin type. If you can't figure it out just by off the bat, figure out what kind of foundation you like and how your skin feels with the different type of foundations. So if your skin feels like really dry with mattifying ones, 9 times out of 10 you might have dry skin. If it's the opposite, then you might have oily skin. If at the end of the day, when you're taking your makeup off, you see all this unnecessary shiny stuff, or shiny stuff, all this shininess in your face, uh, 9 times out of 10, there's a good chance that you might already have oily skin and you're just adding more oil to it. But you wouldn't know that unless you play around. You gotta play around, like explore, because there's so much makeup. Like, figure out what this makeup world has to offer. Trying to see. Like, I'm literally thinking, like, if I could talk to Rita then, what would I say to her? I know this is gonna be like some mess coming off. Y'all can already tell. Look at this. Look at this. You see it? This is why you don't overly bake. But it's okay. Well, this is why I don't bake at all, but that's neither here nor there. Y'all ever notice that? I really don't bake. I might like put it on for a few, but I don't excessively bake. Like, no. I look casket sharp. How do I choose my makeup colors? When you say makeup colors, I'ma just assume you're talking about like eyeshadow and stuff like that. I don't have like a guaranteed. Like, I never go into anything guaranteed. It's usually just like whatever I pick up, that's what we using. I do have go-tos, but y'all probably already knew that. This is always like my mirror. Even when I have a mirror, this is still my mirror. But yeah, I definitely have go-tos. So one of my go-tos is like neutral. I have a neutral go-to. Blues, purples, obviously. I think I've only used a few colors outside of my comfort zone, which was like green, and I absolutely love the green. And we'll probably end up doing it again because I loved it that much. What else? I did a black. That was definitely outside of my comfort zone. Because I don't really go for a dark eye. It's just usually not me. I don't go for it. What else? What is the hardest part of makeup for me? Probably eyebrows. Well, actually, there's a few hard parts. Eyebrows, because you're gonna have to get them to look like each other. Even though they say they should be sisters and not twins. But at times, I feel like I'm a perfectionist, so I want them to look as close as like possible together. Not right now, now it's not one of those times, because yeah, but sometimes I'll be off the spending like 30 minutes on my eyebrows just because I want to make sure they look alike. That's sad. That's really sad to say. feel like my nose looks crooked. Or maybe it's just the way I'm sitting. Baby! Hey, baby. Okay, guys. I had to go off camera to do my lashes, but I did them top and bottom. All packed out of one a little. How are y'all? A little heavier than we usually. Okay, beauties, this is my drag look. Yes, let's get into it. How did I do? Make sure to let me know how I did in my comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I need a drag name. Charlemagne. So drop some names in my comments below as well. And we'll see you next time. Bye, beauties.